Hello guys, welcome to my channel, the Collector, and for today's video, I'm gonna review the Marvel Legends Defender Strange as seen on the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Let's take a closer look at the packaging. As you can see, there's the indication of the name, and at the side there's the portrait of Defender Strange. The same portrait can be seen at the back of the box, and you can pause it if you want to read his description. And at the top of the box there's the logo of the Sanctum Sanctorum, I believe. Without further ado, let's proceed. Here is Defender Strange out of the packaging. Honestly speaking, this is probably one of my favorite Doctor Strange action figure, mainly because they really the costume is really inspired by its comic book counterpart, which is also part of the Defenders. He didn't come with a lot of accessories, but there are a lot of good details on his costume, and without further ado, let's proceed. Just to give a brief background about the character, for those who haven't seen it yet, this is Doctor Strange from another universe, and he's the one who's helping America Chavez on finding the book of Vishanti. As I've said, Marvel is really nailing the comic book accurate design for their hero's costume, and as you can see, it is very similar to its comic book counterpart. Now let's focus on the face print. Oh, come on, focus. As you can see, they really nailed the resemblance to Benedict Cumberbatch. I think this is probably one of the best face print we had on a Marvel Legends figure. Also, as you can see, they painted his hair with gray streaks at the side, and it continued up until on his ponytail. I'm glad they didn't paint it up until the end of his hair. Moving on with his suits, as you can see, there are a lot of sculpt that is embedded on the figure, especially on these parts. As you can see, we focus, there are lines and patterns on his, they call this a cloak, I don't, garb, I think. They really nailed it. I love the effort because they can just they could just not put these lines on it. I think they only missed this part. They didn't paint it with gold based on the portrait on the box, and also I had some paint chips on this part, as you can see, but overall everything on my figure is fine. Defender Strange didn't came along with a lot of accessories, but I've got to be honest, this is probably one of the best accessories that we ever had for the MCU collectors. First is this one, the portal effect. For a long time I've been wishing to have this effect, and I'm happy that Hasbro made my wish come true. As you can see, it's made of soft plastic, and also there's a variation or there's a variation of paint. It's not totally orange. There's a gradient of orange and yellowish paint, especially at the bottom. He also came with a pair of hands, as you can see. uh, he has a right hand for holding weapons and a close fist for his left hand. And moving on with the articulation, his head can rotate 360 degrees. It can look up that far and look down that far, and he can also wiggle because the head is on a ball joint. His hands could only reach up to that point. He has a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbows with the pinless tech, and his hands can rotate 360 degrees, that can move up and down. His upper torso can also rotate 360 degrees. He can look up that far and look down that far. And he also have a waist articulation which can rotate 360 degrees. His legs can only spread up to that far because of the soft plastic that's hindering the movement. He also has a upper tie cut, a double jointed knee, again with the pinless deck, and he has a, do you call this, yeah, he has a leg swivel. I don't know, swivel cut, it's a leg cut, I'm sorry. He has an ankle pivot, and also his feet can only move that far and move down that far. Defender Strange is standing around 6.5 inches tall. Here is Defender Strange side by side with the Mesco 112 Collective PX exclusive Doctor Strange, which is also inspired with the Defender Strange on the comics. Here is Defender Strange side by side with the Marvel Legends Doctor Strange from the Far From Home movie. And finally, here is Defender Strange side by side with the Marvel Select Doctor Strange from the first Doctor Strange movie. To end my video, I think this Defender Strange action figure is a solid figure. As I've said, I'm a little bit biased with the design. I really love the red and black theme for the Defender Strange on the comics, also in the MCU. It's just that he died early in the movie, but oh, sorry for those who haven't watched it yet. I also hope that in the future our main Doctor Strange will have a similar costume design, maybe on the Midnight Suns movie or on the third movie of Doctor Strange. Again, I'm really curious about the background of the Defender Strange. Maybe he, in his universe, the other half of the Avengers got blipped and they're the only ones who was left, and they didn't manage to snap back the other half. Maybe that's why he didn't have his cloak of levitation. Maybe it also got blipped. I mean, who knows. I hope that they can explore the background of Defender Strange in other, maybe what if series. Again, this figure is a must-have if you're a Marvel Legends collector, especially on line of collecting MCU stuff. Again, I think the head sculpt for this figure is superb. I hope they keep on doing this kind of quality for the other or the upcoming MCU figures. So that's all guys. Thank you for watching and have a good day and take care.